Hey guys, Joe here from XFoxGames. Check it out. We got the Nerf Ultra Pharaoh, probably one of our favorite sniper rifles in the Nerf foam flinging industry right now. Now, if you guys want to check this particular blaster out, again, you guys can check it out there for a full review. We were lucky enough to pick up 2 of these, so we still have one of these that is still the Nerf Ultra type, but what we wanted to do is kind of upgrade this, right? We're like, man, this is a really cool looking Nerf blaster. So we were actually able to pick up the worker half-length conversion dart kit for this particular blaster. You guys can check it out there. And it wasn't too much. I was thinking, you know what? That's not bad. I don't mind upgrading this particular blaster. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and upgrade it, do a little bit of shooting. We're not going to go too much in depth, but I just kind of wanted to go over the installation, fire it a couple times to give you guys an idea of what it looks like, kind of with everything in there, and kind of the installation process. Not going to be a full tutorial, just again, a quick slap together. We'll probably do another video later on when the weather gets better outside. There's a lot of snow outside. So I just wanted to go ahead and get that installed on this and to see how it looks initially out of the gate. So that way some of you guys can hopefully switch up your Ultras to shoot normal, well, half-length darts, normal darts nonetheless. Anyways, so let's flip up the camera view here and let's put this thing together. Let's do it. All right, guys, so we switched up views here. So this is a big blaster, if you guys, again, already know, so it's not fitting totally in my screen, but I just wanted to show the worker kit up close so you guys can kind of see what it comes along with and kind of what to expect when you guys get this in case you guys want to do this conversion. So let me pour some of this out here. I took a quick look at this previous. So check it out. There are no instructions in here, which kind of sucks, but looking at most of them, I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. I mean, really, whew. The guide, you got the barrel, so check that out. Got the barrel, you got the adapter, which is awesome, so I already have a couple mags for that. It looks like this is some type of housing, I guess, for the barrel, I'm guessing, or something that goes in there. Yep, for the barrel to sit in. Then, of course, the actual, looks like the plunger right here, I believe. So not too many parts. This should be a quote-unquote drop in. So check this out. I mean, this is really nice stuff. You can see that. This is nice hard cast and aluminum, it looks like. I mean, that's a really nice piece. I already could see a extra O-ring in there, but look at that. That is a really, really nice piece. Internally, I mean, with the gun all buttoned up, you're not going to be able to see any of this stuff, but this looks, again, really, really good. This stuff is high quality just by looking at it. I mean, this is not, So anyways, I just wanted to show you what comes in the kit. Really like 4 or 5 parts here. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward as I strip this thing down, put everything in, and let's go. I just wanted to show you quickly again the actual part to show you, man, this is going to be nice. And hopefully we get an FPS increase, which in my head, we should. So let's go ahead and switch this. So just a quick tip, if you are able to do all of these bolts right here, sometimes you can pop it off, but what you're going to notice is right here, right there, you're going to notice if you open it up, there is a clip that this white piece attaches to the grip with. If you can reach down there and push it, I couldn't do it. I was like, oh, it's a little too sketchy. Fine, then you could actually just take this white piece off and you're good. Otherwise, you're going to go ahead and need to do the ones on the buttstock here. Do these, as well as the one on the grips as well. I was thinking, man, if I can get this piece to all kind of just come off as one, well, not the buttstock, but the grip, then perfect. But you're going to notice there's a clip right there on the inside, and if you kind of open it up, you can push down on it. I was close, but I didn't want to break anything. So this is what you guys see on the inside. So check it out, right? So take a quick look in case something went popping out. I always try to get a good shot of this, and this doesn't look too difficult at all to mod. I was thinking about, of course, removing the air restrictor, but there's no point now. This thing is going to shoot hard, but check it out. I mean, look at all the internals of one of these. This is the first one that I've opened of one of these, just because, again, I only had 2, and I didn't want to break anything initially, but check it out. Not too bad. So let's go ahead and get these parts installed, and then I'll take another quick, let's take another quick view. So I went ahead and got the main tube piece out here. Again, this sits right here. You can tell this front part, this piece is going to be replaced by this right here. So I had to pop that off, and it's going to sit something like that. So this plastic one is going to be replaced with this nice hard anodized aluminum one. Now, I was lucky. I was reading some people online on these little caps, you see these like little nubs here that go over the top of this? Some people were saying that they were solvent welded on there, and I'm like, oh geez. So when I checked out mine, no, they were not. Just put a little bit of pressure on there to pop that little nub up right there so you can get this off, open this up, and again, you know, push all of this stuff out and then go. So it's just, again, something to kind of think about. You guys can check, I mean, look at all this stuff in here. You guys can check all this stuff out. Just make sure to take it easy because this thing went flying when I did it. So let me get this thing back together here really quick and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so there we go. I got the smaller piece out, took the O-ring off, and I'm gonna put a little bit of silicone lubricant on this O-ring. And I basically took the O-ring, again, off of the back of this and threw it onto here. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on there. Just kind of get that thing lubed up. So of course this, now here's the trick about this. You're probably like, how did you get that end piece up there? You're gonna notice there's a little notch on the bottom right here. And when you drop it in there, you kind of can come right out that little notch, right? And if you just give it a little more, boom, there you go. So a nice tight seal. Then of course you wanna throw your, this kind of bumper piece that was in the back there before. I'm gonna throw a little bit of silicone on that little rubber piece right there. It actually might be a good idea. Just like looking at this, man, that's a little bit of an air restrictor type deal there, but I'm just gonna throw a little bit of silicone on this O-ring too as well. Dump that in there, boom. So now you're almost back to what you were before, and then this, right, goes right in, make sure it seats. Line it up with the holes or the little notches, boom. Just make sure it works. So there you go, step one or part one in place. And again, this is gonna sit something I think like this. This little piece right here is gonna go up into this mechanism right up top. So I just kind of wanted to show you that, and let's keep trucking along. All right, so I got a lot of parts out here, and I want to kind of explain how a lot of this stuff goes together and where I kind of pulled it from. So a lot of this is gonna be like this. So this is gonna go on there, this piece is gonna go on there, and this sits all the way, whew, this sits all the way, I don't wanna move too much of this stuff, all the way up in the front, right up here. Right, this whole little mechanism. You could pop it right out. You will have to do these bottom bolts, but you still, again, can do the main white piece without taking too much apart. So when you take this whole piece out, what you're really gonna do is replace this piece right here, but you're gonna use all the rest. So this is gonna pop out, and this is gonna sit, I mean, it has a little nub right here, so you could tell where it goes. It's eventually gonna sit right there. Hope you guys can see that down there. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna notice, you're gonna be like, okay, I got this barrel piece and I got this kind of O-ring. How does this all work? So the way it's gonna work is you're gonna back off this little, I don't even know what you wanna call it, this little clamper piece right here. Back it off not too far. You're gonna wanna put this little piece in there. You're gonna notice this little rivet on the top, or little indent. You wanna line it up so it goes in, so perfect. Then you can put this front piece on if you like, or you can go ahead and put the barrel in there. Completely up to you. You want to go ahead and, if you want, you could slide this on, but I usually will wait to do it. So you push it all the way in, and you're gonna notice it's gonna butt up against the back there, and now you wanna go ahead and clamp these down. Not too tight, but you wanna clamp them down enough so where the barrel is not gonna actually come out. Try to do these evenly here. So perfect, 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 and almost there, perfect. Okay. So now that barrel is in place. So what I like to do here is just find a good spot on here, like maybe there. Maybe you could put it towards the end. Maybe you could put it right there. It doesn't really matter, but eventually that's gonna sit over the top, and it's just gonna help stabilize it, right? The farther down you have, the more stabilization you get, but I'm not gonna put it all the way on the end. I'm just gonna put it like right there, right towards the end. And just clamp this down. Again, not too tight. It's gonna stay in there pretty good. Slide that over the top, boom. So check it out, you got your whole front piece here. Now, this again, just gonna go right back in the front here. Let me pull this back up. It's gonna go right back in the front there and pretty much lock all back into place, and you are good, and it's just returning all the other parts back to the thing. But I wanted to quickly show that because, again, I didn't know if some people would, be kind of confused and say, where does the barrel go? How does that end piece go on there? So you can check it out. It's nice and stable in there. Yeah, not too bad. The barrel's not gonna come out. So let's go ahead and put everything back together and let's go. All right, so there you go. This is semi how it should look when it's kind of quote unquote all back together. I mean, it's pretty easy. This is very straightforward to do. Again, rewind if you gotta see it. Then we got, of course, the front piece right here, which is all pretty much just goes right back in. Now I just gotta put the additional screws back in, tighten everything down, and go. I really wish I could do a scope mod on this one. Again, you know, with it just sitting up there like that, I was like, I just want to cut that thing off, but I'm going to leave it for now and maybe mod it, maybe mod that later. But again, there you guys go. Again, if any guys are curious on how that all kind of goes together, there you go. Just going to push that down. And I mean, yeah, should go all together fairly quickly. I don't think I had anything jump out too crazy when I was doing this. So let's get this thing all back together. Oh man, I swear, this video is coming to an end. I swear, guys, don't worry about it. So here it is. Check it out. All back together, all shooting fine, cocking, working good. You know, it sounds great. What I ended up doing was, again, just kind of putting a few key bolts in, making sure everything was reset before you put it back together. You know, make sure that the cocking rod is all the way up and down. There's a few gears and things like that that have little arrows on it. Make sure everything is all pointed and all reset, because if you put this back together and this is like halfway done, it's not going to work right. So just kind of keep that in mind before you bolt everything down. Just kind of see and make sure everything is working right. So the last thing, of course, is their adapter mag here. So you just throw that inside. Boom. So you can see that fits in there great. Not sure how well you can see it. And then I'm going to load this up and shoot a few. Now, this video, I'm not going to shoot a bunch. I just wanted to show you what it looks like, how to insert it. I am going to follow this up with a video probably in a few days of going out and actually shooting a bunch of rounds through it. Now, I did try, of course, some other adapters to see if they would fit in here, but of course they don't. This adapter, I think, is specially made for this mechanism here. But anyways, yeah, you just throw these up in there. Boom. I only got the one up in there. Let's do that and shoot. Boom. So there you go. I mean, nothing too crazy, guys. Again, I thought this was so much more cooler than shooting the Ultra darts out of it. I wanted to try it and see, but I should, again, have a follow-up video here of me just a review alone on this, right? Anyways, thanks again, Fox fans. Have a good one.